Morning. Okay. In case you're wondering, this is the sorry about that. Quick stretch. This is the link I shared last night. Um, it's Asian short. The last night. Yeah, pretty much it. It's short, 30 points, trimmed. Rest is history. So, um, it's not that important anymore. Take it off. Um, there is so no news there again. Okay. We'll start by looking back at the daily chart that I was looking at yesterday, just for quick update. It should be seen. Okay. So again, we're looking for market to close below Monday, August 11th open price on a daily basis. But once that happens, then we essentially want to see it act as resistance for candle bodies. I would have preferred if Monday's high was taken already, but it's not. So here we are. So in my mind, I'm visualizing something like this. That's the expectation from the delivery overall. So Monday's low, Monday's high, volatility driver, lower prices. If we close below this price today, then one of these volatility drivers are going to have bodies down here and a big wick sweeping that. That's what I'm leaning on. Bitcoin breaking down quite nicely. Yeah, looking for it to continue. Looking for it to continue. So not much left on the higher time frame to look at. Gold is still a mess in my opinion. Oil has not done what I wanted to do here, so these two are off my radar. So this is the focus. Let's get back to work. Nice and simple. You know what I'm gonna do already. Hit that there. Tuesday, Monday, 2 p.m. Right there. And 7:20 there. Then we eyeball. Started the day. Big push. And blow of the day. Instinctively, since a lot of what I do in terms of expectation is going to be hinged on if we can close below here. I want to be aware of where it is. What about there? Good price at 650.6. I'll just tag it then. 23,650.6. Make my life easy. 23,650. I'll just leave that there. Close enough for government work. So now I have that back to the M4. Putting this here to keep myself in check. They're still not taken. So try not to get too excited. Oh, sorry about that. So it's 8:06. Pretty standard. We have our sell-side liquidity pools, plural. And it's only fair that we have this sell-side liquidity on as well. Lest we try to stop reversals here and disregard the fact that this is here. I'm gonna pull this out about 9 o'clock. Likewise here. So my plan now is pretty simple, pretty standard. The usual. I have 720 open here. And I'm looking for the market to drive through these sell-side liquidity pools and show me if there is a reversal setup that we can use to target here. Now, days like this carry for me. Note from the author. A little bit egotistical. Just note for me then. Days like this carry an element of trying to catch a falling knife that it pokes around in the back of my mind like a thorn, where you know higher time frame wants to go lower, but you know the higher time frame imposing liquidity run is not yet done. So the market starts to push through the levels and you feel eager to get in on every rejection because why not? It makes sense. So you end up taking multiple losses. You know, most persons will stay taking those losses all day and rack them up like infinity stones, but not us. We are aware that the order flow is reaching lower. Delivery is reaching for lows. We're well aware of that. What we are trying to pay attention to is the fact that all the logical areas that they should want to reach for, not yet done, including but not limited to this high. So I don't want to go short anywhere in here for this run because the risk exposure is phenomenal. I don't like this big spike. We broke down and pushed. I'm going to tag these relatively equal highs here. As near-term drawn liquidity. Oh, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. Oh. Frost. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, it's just let you know we were able to see your telegram.
Oh, I'm sharing the entire screen.
Yeah, just want to make you aware.
Appreciate it. Hold on. Pretty standard, not doing anything. Reaching for the levels. So we do nothing. Squeezed in a DJing short somewhere in here. Do, 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 do. At this rate, the fact that this is not moving, I know it's not my eyes. This is clearly going to be an equities open push, but we're close to equities open at this point, so no need to come back. Just stay focused until that happens.
Fish,
Monday.
how's your chess game going?
Which one?
Well, I don't know. Just in general, because this chat is too quiet, so I figured I'd ask you how your chess is going.
Um, Pretty decent. I don't give it enough effort, to be honest. But I know a whole lot of strong folks, but I just haven't been as active as I can. Been playing a lot of online instead. I'm always welcome. As long as I'm available, I'm always open to challenges.
Listen, I've gotten enough thrashings already that I need to learn some things first before I challenge you again.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. What are your plans for today? In alignment with mine or something else?
Um, Honestly, I have so much stuff going on in the morning. I'm dropping my daughter off at school at her camp, and then I'm getting a haircut. So I'm not even.
Yeah, he's gonna get a haircut.
So I'm not really even entertaining any actual trades right now.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I'll look at it later on in the morning after my haircut and see where we're at.
All good. Mm.
Good morning. What did we miss? Did we expect a messy morning?
Oh, no. Well,
Take the low high.
we're looking at bearish day. This is the daily mitigation level. Once the daily chart closes below here, then it's really game over. But we have untapped daily highs, like 5 of them. So amidst all that intense bearishness resides a little guy trying to be a buyer, sweep the buy side. That is what is happening right now. Cute little FEG hiding in here. Already broken through. Yeah, I definitely want to be a buyer. There is potential for, I guess, quick scalps to sweep the liquidity pool here, but I don't want to. Me personally, not telling you not to. I personally don't want to go short, so close to a liquidity pool, when this is exactly what air quotes weakness looks like. So this always invites an element of retracement and then go lower. And if you've been trading for any amount of time, you must have come across instances where you try to go short and it's just not moving. And you're like, okay, let me go long. You try to go long, it starts to move. When you get excited, then it comes back down with a vengeance. So I'm looking at that playing out here. Lots of stuff to retrace the inside here. As high as here. So essentially, when you look at this, I can make logical cases for buy scalps and short scalps. So that's, I know if we're in a consolidated market and logical buy scalp, short scalps were present, then I wouldn't mind. But this is not a consolidated market, and we've already retraced. So the retracement should be the cruelty aspect of delivery, or the stop run aspect of delivery. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yes,
So
can you
instead
go
of,
on the daily real quick?
I can.
I just want to see why. So why is it why is that the mitigation level on the daily? I know you talked about like how before mitigation is like the double purge.
Mhm.
Yeah, why is that open? Why would that be the mitigation?
Yep, up,
Uh-huh.
start delivery, run on buy side,
Okay.
breakdown. If this is an order block, here should be respected. Followed
Mm-hmm.
by lower prices. So you remember when this big day happened, we were ready for it. We expected it. It looked impossible because of the distance, but we
Mm-hmm.
were ready for it. So we had lots of fun inside here. Then we're looking at push up, classical delivery, and then trade lower for all the reasons I mentioned. The start of the delivery, liquidity being around, beautiful. That failed.
Mm-hmm.
It failed in here to hold. So they're trying to reach for this. But this is not a liquidity pool because the delivery high was already run,
All right.
which means this is a double purge,
Okay.
which means this open price should show us bearishness by closing below it. So far, it's like these things are always funny to me, and I like them, where you take a look at price action and you know exactly what you want for a particular direction, but that price point where you want to see your confirmation, in this case,
Mm-hmm.
this open price, it holds price instead of close through. This is the third time we're touching this.
Yeah.
So at the very least, I'm thinking, since I can see multiple reasons for this to give a push up, maybe it gives that push up and then tomorrow closes outside of it.
Mm.
In which case, this is like classic 2022, 2021 stuff. Monday, Tuesday creates the range, Wednesday does the
Yeah.
range.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All good, all good. So that's why on lower time frame now, I'm trying to see if this red line here, which is that mitigation price level, allows us to run liquidity and then get back above it. So that's why this has to be considered a 50-50 delivery. If it's a bullish order block and it's not going to go lower, this holds price, we take buy side liquidity. If we're bearish, then the daily close happens right here or below that price level, then we continue to die.
So on the lower time frame, like the 1 hour at that daily mitigation level, you want to see a lower time frame bearish delivery, like print a bag, put an OB in it and see if the OB.
So if I'm being honest, it doesn't matter what deliver prints there. I know that this level should be instrumental in the next expansion, whether that's higher or lower. To me, we really don't care.
All right.
Because we buy when markets go up and we sell when they go down. So if right here it prints something that says it wants to go down, then we're going to look for shorts. And at that point in time, we're going to have to look for our previous 2 PMs. No idea where they are right now, but it's easy to find. And then try to find our liquidity pools. But as of right now, kisses it, pushes up. Again, this delivery is classic. That's what I'm looking for. So that's what I was saying. As it's doing this, logical retracement objectives are here. It's not moving. Logical prices, so it's waiting for time. So as we go into equities open, I want to see if this pullback fails here. So I can say, okay, I might have to sit this one out. Because if it fails here, or it goes here and it's not doing anything, you still don't know what direction this is trading in.
Yeah.
Because it could be doing exactly this and then breaks down. Or it could be trying to close above here and really push. Or it could be a glorified one of these where it retraces all the way up here and then goes up. So I'm aware of what can print here, and I know that this is something that is potentially dangerous to trade. So I'm super chill right now.
It goes without saying that we shouldn't even mention the difference in futures daily mitigation level. Oh my god.
Yeah, it just so
Oh.
it's like
I'm not gonna mention it, but
I'm
someone's
curious.
thinking it.
I'm curious. Now you have me curious.
like the way it's higher, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
future is already. Oh, we haven't closed below it yet. We're there, but we haven't closed below it. We'll survive. We'll survive.
And the 1 hour is like consolidating at it.
So again, when we look at it like that, we have so many confluences showing prices being held at an important level. So if the level is important and price is being held there, there should be less incentives for us to try to rush into the market. That's what I think. Well, let's see what equities open look like. Let's see what 832 can present. And I'm favoring longs, but I like the idea that they're pulling away from this low. 30 and 60, that's 30 points. Let's see. As cute as this look, I can't entertain a short here because I don't have somewhere concrete to put my stop. Not even this is safe, and this is like miles away. So again, there might be urges to participate because a lot of stuff's happening here, but I don't think this is the environment to try to get away with something. Strain yourself to move on command. Command would be the confirmation from press. I think I said this earlier as well. So this is the this is the short setup that kill people. We have that break below lows. You think everything is there to go short. You try to short in here, it just drags you. Drags you. I'm ready for it. Why is it translated English? So blah 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 destination confirmation. Doesn't miss anything. You know something. Four minutes to go. I'm actually going to see the volatility kind of kick in when it reaches 8:28.
Hi, good morning, Kish.
Hola.
Yeah, please can you expatiate the different? I mean, this is aside trading, the difference between your mentorship and the patron.
So the Patreon is really what do you call it now? Like a creator support page.
Okay.
Mentorship is
Coffee
where,
fund.
huh? Coffee fund. There we go. Coffee fund.
It's your coffee fund.
Yeah. So the mentorship is where we talk about trading, questions, concerns, lessons, 1v1s if and when those are available. Patreon is more, I don't want to say a fan page, really. I don't want to say it like that. But Patreon is more of kind of like a thank you. And because you say thank you, I give a little more. Does that make sense? It's a
Okay.
less serious environment.
Okay, so it's like for it's like a graduation over the mentorship,
No.
kind of.
No.
But don't
Call
you
it-
have access
call it-
to everything? The library?
Patreon or the
Yeah, with
mentorship?
Patreon.
So Patreon had the mentorship back in what 2023 when we did it, or 2024, I don't remember. But some reason the YouTube links were taken and replicated. So there's a whole YouTube channel dedicated to Patreon link videos right now. So that's why we kind of stopped on Patreon. So I'm having less videos on Patreon and more PowerPoints and pictures and suggested study guides. So I'm actually cooking 2 study guides right now. So it's less hand holding and more guided study, while the mentorship is more I don't want to say hand holding, but hand holding. And the mentorship I'll answer pretty much everything. Pretty
Okay.
much
Okay.
everything.
Thank
Patreon
you.
is more
Then okay. Thank you. That's that. My second question is around there's this question that I've been asking you in the chat, and it appears that somehow you've been missing it. So I just wanted to know, what your perspective is around. I asked around the logic around 940 and 1040, if you can remember.
940 and 1040.
Yeah.
Tag me in the post that you made, and I'll take a look at it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Then lastly, I wanted to ask, when we have a bearish order flow and we are not having a bearish expansion, right? What sort of caution should we take in terms of engaging price during that context? I don't know
Wait,
if my
so,
question is clear.
so we have a bearish order flow, but there is no bearish expansion.
Correct. Yeah.
If there is bearish order flow and no bearish expansion, then I want to know where we are. Are we inside a range where opposing liquidity has not yet been taken? Is the market consolidating? You know, what time of day is
Okay.
it? Things like that.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you very much.
All good, all good. Anybody trying to short this? Of course, just don't want to talk. Fine, I'm shorting that. No. Can't be brave. We talked about this earlier.
How high in that wick did you get, Kish?
Not high enough, really. Not high enough. But I'm probably going to close here. Yeah, why not? Why not? So against all my better judgments, I took a scalp. It was about 20 points. I had no stop loss because I was being silly. So not the best in terms of trade, but all the levels on the downside have been hit. So can I get away with looking for longs? Not right now, right? Not right now. But let's see. Let's see what the delivery at the liquidity pools look like after this M1 closes in 19 minutes. Let's try to read the M1 from M4. I could have gotten my 50 and be done for the day. So that is the low. When if not when, if, because we're essentially trading against the conclusion of our analysis. If it snaps back above this, I want to bite and it touches it again. This is running the liquidity inside the order block, in my humble opinion. Okay, reason to go long here. Hey,
Kish, continuing the conversation about how you size into different trades, right? So you took that initial scalp, right? You got some profit for the day to start off. How do you set up your next trade?
same lot size I used in that. I don't scale. I
Same
don't
lot
scale
size.
into yet. So the first thing about high probability scalps or scaling into positions is where it forms. It's not just about what it looks like, it's where it forms. Remember when I drew this? I think it looked more like this. No, that's horrible. This. Remember when I drew this and I was saying, as this is printing here, this is that pullback. And the retracement objectives would be in here.
Yeah.
So if we retraced ahead of equities open, then I would have liked an expansion in either direction. Because equities open finished that retracement, I thought it was cool to go short. but I know this is carrying a risk. So I didn't put a stop on the off chance that it was a bigger wick than I wanted. Not the safest thing to do, the most intelligent. We know this, right? I don't need to explain that that's not how you want to trade.
Right.
No, this is breaking down here. I can't call the bottom. I can't call the bottom in this, but I'm aware of two things here, and this is what I tried to start the call with. It's going to feel like you're trying to catch a falling knife on a day like this. It should feel like that. So being patient with your entry comes for two reasons, or is important for two reasons. The first reason is if it starts out like a falling knife, there's a higher probability that post 10 a.m. gives a deep retracement. That's the first thing. The second thing is you want to allow them to kind of like set up and run stops from the eager beavers who want to buy early first and then run. So in the event that you see a setup and it is an eager beaver setup, try not to size in. So, all right. How about this? It just ran through here, pretty brutal. This candle should start what will likely look like a retracement fractal. Don't buy this candle. Don't try to buy this. It doesn't matter if it turns out to be the low of the day. Don't try to buy this specific candle. Allow this to close and then see what the other candle has to offer. So off the bat, I know even if I'm going to take a degen long, it's going to be after the next candle prints in the second minute, because I want to see if the first minute of the next candle trades down, and then the next minute takes it slow and snaps back. If nothing prints in my favor, then I have mile markers to pay attention to. What if this closes above here and then it retraces below? Then I want to look for something I can visually see and appreciate right there. So I'll never be chasing this, even if to you it might look like, why are you trying to go long and it's falling? Like there's a method to the madness. I've already predicted what it should look like. Not saying my prediction is accurate, right? The process that I trade predicts that if I'm going to get a setup higher, it's going to be either at that level or in the next M4 candle when it retraces. Rules tell me stop size on this is not ideal, so don't try to enter ahead of time. Likewise, my process predicted it would fail here, retrace, and then go. Rules say if you try to go short inside here, in that process, you're going to get cooked. So wait for at least this. Rules and process say something can print here. It might not be the best because not the best. It might not be bullish because that's 720 open, but the expansion is likely to print from here. So that's a risk I took outside of, oh, this is perfect or anything. That's a risk I took, and that's why I had no stop, because it was a real risk. It wasn't a big size, to be honest, and I am a little bit tickled that I did not just allow myself to get Monday's low, which it made sense to me to get a better short for Monday's low after that pullback. But somewhere between trying to multitask, and trying to manage the runner with the trade without a stop, I kind of lost alignment. So here's the new M1, M4 candle. I'm going to watch the time. I don't need to see the M1 candle, right? I can watch the time as this is turning to 2 I want to know where that low is, and that's where I want to buy. Out of curiosity, make that precise. This could be an order block at the 832 low. That could have been the missed entry, but I don't care because rules are rules. Wow. So here's the first M1. All of this distance from here to here is the first M1 in this M4. So on principle, I would like to buy after the current low has been run. Does it bullish will be an H1? 833. I hope we didn't buy anything when we're here. Probably buy. Well, and again, you know what you're doing. Why is it stalling? No.
Don't leave me, Liza.
Right? Well, let's see. Let's see if that mitigation level has any oomph on M1. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Now I have half a mine that is telling me that I can short here. But that's just my half a mine. Don't get drawn into my half a mine stuff.
So is that Doctor or Jekyll?
Right. I believe in you, Nasdaq. Don't leave.
Is there a chance they run the eager beavers for the buy again?
So I'm not looking at it from the perspective of eager beavers. I'm looking at it from the perspective of it didn't do what my process predicted. So I want to see it get to that level that my logical buy would be. So just like a degen scalp short.
Do half a mine trades do half mine risk or full risk?
So at the moment, I'm using 5 lots. Oh, you made me miss my exit. Fine, don't worry. TP is there. Go, 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 go. There we go. Done. So now the low has been run. So this is where I want to see a bullish setup print and should be fine. So I got 2 pretty small setups, nothing Nothing grand. No huge size. Just those. Now I don't need M1. This is going to be the hard part. The hard part now comes from the next buy setup should be utilizing this candle, which means I don't want this to close like much lower than this low. If it gets to this low, beautiful. But because I'm focused on this low here, holding liquidity, that line, I'm interested in seeing them snap back above that. And then I buy in the next candle, whether it's a M1 or M4. After this M4 candle closes, my buy setup should print for me. M4, M1, whatever time frame. It just has to be after this. All right. Now it's closed. Well, almost closed. So just stay right there. Stay within, let's say 75. Stay within 20 points of this. So inside here. Stay here. And ooh, somebody got 100 points on a short. The short didn't get filled by 1 point. Kamara with the jokes. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right. Now, something familiar for that buy. Life is good. Something familiar.
So this would be like a very quick scalp though for you, because
No. This is going, for me, this is where the low of the day should form. Where's my chart? My chart.
low of the. Oh, you're still looking for the Monday high.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm looking for low of the day here. Daily lows have been run. Carried options expire, protocols hold. So, what are the chances the next M1 candle presents a setup? What do you think? 3, 2, 1. I want to argue that this is the buy setup.
You just like arguing.
Married life has ruined me. Kidding. I want to argue that this is
Feel ya.
going to be the delivery now for higher prices, and this is the low of the day. What say you? Nobody wants to participate in that brand of madness. Okay, how about this? If I'm correct, we should start seeing it close back above this low. Somebody wants to see them trade lower. Take me out. Why don't you like me?
I'll catch you guys later.
You got that long? Or are you?
No, no. I'm going to get my hair cut.
All right, cool. I forgot.
We need a before and after pic. Let's see that mop.
You got it.
Oh, we have the new hour coming in. Now I see why he was saying that it could. Okay, fair enough. Justified. New hours coming in. We could see them. Let me close them. So I closed the long. Simply to avoid any new hour spikes. If I close my long rallies on the open, I'm going to be so tickled. So tickled. And I'm only on the M4 for executions, and it's not yet time to X. Oh, sorry. What are you looking at, trader? Take that high. So I like that, just the pure I could just size down and hold the position. Silly. I like the idea that this is going to be the low of the day. I really like that idea. So unless 9 o'clock comes with something silly, I just want to see this pump. Getting the entry like smack in the middle of the run below here just feels right. It just feels right. But there's a tiny bit of risk from 9 o'clock. Now I'm feeling real FOMO. Like this is FOMO. What I'm feeling right now is FOMO. Because I cut my long for what looks like roughly about 10 points loss. Because I didn't want to stand in front of the volatility at the new hour. And now it's doing exactly what I thought it would. So all parts of my psyche are saying, get back in. But I'm stronger than that. See what's in the chat. In expansion CFD. Yeah. Everything here looks, it just looks perfect. Perfect. Just chalk it up as I chickened out of my long. Good morning.
30.
Why you like this? Voodoo is in. Voodoo is going to send this chart any moment now. About the 852.
I'm gonna wait for a prettier picture when it gets up there.
My. I'm not mad. I'm up.
I can send you my 2.5 standard deviation picture.
I know. I figured it was a deviation. I figured it's 30, 20, 50. So I was up 50 before I closed here and lost 10. So I'm up 40 points on the day just from the little scalps. He bought. Oh, you. Oh man. All right, now you guys just rubbing it in. Okay, fine, fine. You win, you win, you win. I will see what 9 o'clock brings. I will see what 9 o'clock brings. Is it reclaiming at 8:32? Low. The order book, I took it. Black 50 on the short. Didn't get long. See, look at that. Nice and easy. So, silly question, some banter to appease my bruised heart. Missing the long. When you guys think or have conversations about consistency or profitable trading, is this what it looks like? Waking up same time of the day, following the same process, following your process for executions, following your rules for sizing in and entries, and then leaving the charts? Or do you think it's something grand, like jogging to the gym, it's 5 miles away, jogging back to get your 10 miles in, and all that madness? I've seen a whole lot of definitions of success in trading, and I don't have any of that. What I do have, not for bragging or anything, is I made my own home gym quite recently. Sponsored by a good trading friend of mine. Well, yeah, equipment sponsored by trading friend of mine. We made a bet and he lost. Something along that line. So at first it was my push-up board. Now we got benches, we got dumbbells, we got barbells. Cold shower, meditation, reading book 10. Bro, what was that app called? Were you guys around during the Clubhouse era? Oh man. Clubhouse was a thing. Cold showers. What, seven, is it 72 hard? You remember 72 hard? Or is it, what was it called? I think it was 72 hard.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Girl. Oh.
Let
what a
me
time.
tell you all,
75 hard. Yeah, 75 hard. My bad, my bad, my bad.
at 72, nothing's hard.
What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive. Guys were the things that were being pushed on you hard were 75 hard, Goggins mentality, classic by day, and the EU GU intermarket analysis and good old DXY is king. Those were the things. If you are running at that time in the trading world, man. Whew, they made trading look like, I think those were the guys that actually made me hate the idea of being called a guru. Yeah. That's why I forever say I'm just a guy that trades. They made me hate the idea because they made it seem so mystical. Like you can't be good at trading unless you know, jump over the moon and all that, play with the fiddle stuff.
Well, look at a time. We've never had more lifestyle coaches for people who have no life.
Bro. Man. Guru the verse. Yes, yes, yes. Somebody told me that. I don't remember who. I was on a call with an Indian and he was saying I'm his favorite guru. And I was like, no, 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 no. I was like, no, not in the social media sense. In India, where I come from, guru is just a respected person. I'm like, okay. In that case, I'll accept it. But under every other case, no, this guy's made it look weird. Weird, weird, weird. And they corrupted the entire trading world because they made mini-me versions of themselves. So now everybody wants to do that. WDYS. What do you see chart? Man. Oh man. Wild, wild times. But yeah, I don't know what you expect trading success or trading consistency to be. but it's nothing short of what you've seen in August. And in the most difficult time, if you can navigate like this in a difficult trading period, and it's not difficult because I say so, you see for yourself. You see the days that are hard for me. You see the day that I get it wrong. You see what I want when I get it wrong. You see how I get it wrong, whether it's no confirmation or what. So when times are easier, like this should be easy to follow. It should be easy. You could tweak it a bit and say between 720 and equities open, Kish is always just not doing anything, waiting for something to happen. So I'm going to go to the market at 720, mark out the open price and the high and low before, leave it, come back at equities open, less chances of getting a spike against me, and then participate. Take this and make it your own. No copyright. Yeah, it's a motivational aspect for the day. So 9 o'clock looking like it wants to call me in. Yeah, I'm resisting, trying to resist at least. Trying to resist. Let's see what the M4 looks like. Yeah, this is the delivery. This is the order block. Then 50% of that order block is essentially this down candle. So if we close on M4 above this candle's open, I will consider participating in the long. Outside of that, I don't want to jump the gun. And 40 points up on the day is not bad. I didn't have any big size on it or anything. But one of the greatest things or takeaways from the golden eras of trading is you try to end your day with a big win, small win, or break even. Big wins, small wins, break even, or small losses. Those are the 4 things you try to end your day with. You try to avoid big losses as much as you can. It might be a tough pill to swallow to walk away and keep it as a small loss, but history will show you that it works. 10 days of small losses and you're good. 1 day of a big loss and you're not good. Money for fancy cars. They don't only find. Oh, gotta go jump on the corporate sleep. All right, Jason, see you. Bam, bam, bam. I don't know. I just don't. After 10 a.m., a big reversal just makes sense. But 9 o'clock, I need to see it. I need to see it to believe it. So if it closes above here, I will consider maybe even sizing down and then building into the position and holding instead of trying to hit and miss. And it is closing above. So starting to look good for the RR tool at the open. 99. I thought decent 20 points. And target first, the high since 7. Okay, it's gone. Yeah, it would have been 50. I didn't see it. Oh, but I feel it. Okay, so if this does not retrace, I'm not going to force a retracement because that's just crazy. 720 high first. If we're getting conviction in price staying above 720 high, then I want to see it go all the way to that this up here. And then tomorrow and after, when the volatility comes in, that's when I want to short. So I'm not in, as you can see, but I do hope you enjoy it. For those of us who mood with a pretty picture. For those of us who got it. I hope you enjoy it. I'm not I'm not jealous at all.
You
Yeah,
know what
man.
I'm jealous of though, Kish, is your adherence to your process and your rules. Like you wait and you take and I'm trying to get there that entry and you don't settle for, like I'm always behind you, right? Um,
Um,
so it and that's that courage. I'm trying to build up to that courage because it keeps you those small stops, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
all logic aside, there's just still that delay in personal development that I'm working through. But the more I get to see you do it, I hope to emulate it. So I appreciate you, man.
Lots of love, man. Thank you for that. Uh, I don't even know what to say. Like I don't have any mystical responses. It's not because I go to the gym. It's not because I journal every day. It has nothing to do with anything like that. Scotty tried to draw
It's
me.
not because you cold plunge and practice celibacy, I bet.
Bro, no, no, no. Oh, okay. When you say that, a whole world of rubbish just comes running back. But to be frank, there comes a time in your trading when it's almost like you know how you are messing up. Those moments when you go to the chart and you're like, oh, this looks like a pattern I know, and it just automatically starts talking an entry. And then maybe you put like a RR tool there with an unrealistic return, and it just does not come back. And then there are days when you don't want it to come back, but it retraces deep and scares you out. And you try to figure like, what's the correlation? What I found is I trade better when I just don't have a bias. And it's a lesson I've been trying to put together and share, but every time I start it, I stop. Well, the one I want to give to you guys, I stop. But it's essentially going to be something along the lines that says to be successful at trading, you have to first learn to go to the charts and not look for a trade. That was those moments you dream up stuff. Yeah, it's one of those things. I dreamt up a lesson about trading titled How to Trade Better by Not Looking for Trades. That's it. Literally. No joke, no cap, no fluff. I dreamt up a lesson like that. I dreamt up what I wanted to put in it, how it should look, points I should speak on, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Yeah, I just haven't. But once the inspiration points me to trading without a bias, well, this is actually going to be different from trading without a bias, but I trade without a bias. It's about seeing what the market is doing and the things that are being displayed in line with what is there, and then using that to say, if the process says this is a bearish delivery and it's printing elements of a bearish delivery, closing below, breakaway gap, dot 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 dot, then it means I can trade this. I can get a trade here because this is what the market is doing. Not this fractal means this. No, 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 no. So you'll hear it oftentimes when I'm trading, and I'll say I feel like I can get away with doing something here, or I say I don't feel like I can get away. It's that element of me that still sees what process is printing and what I should be able to trade based on what is printing. But somewhere floating around in my brain is a cohesive version of that. One day, we drive by directional confirmation per trade based off rules. Yeah. Well, John, I'll say this again. I've said it a million times. John is my number one student. The best thing about John, and I guess we can end the call after this.
It's his dentist.
John was one of those persons who came to me just after starting trading. So he didn't get baptized in all the madness. And maybe it was the arrangement we had, but we went into the bookmaking fractal. The first thing he learned from me was the bookmaking fractal, how markets book. So he's added his own touches to it and the process, but I think, yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why or he's just great. He was born for this. But I like to think that because he was not corrupted with the rubbish, he's my number one student or friend. More of a friend now, not student anymore, but friend. Once we have removed the paywall, we're friends. We're friends. No mentor, just friends. No, not a dentist. What must I do to be saved? Oh, don't worry, you're already listed in the good book. There are many people in the good book. There are persons who I've seen. There are persons who I observed, but I'm just waiting for them to reach out. And there's just persons who I admire characteristics about them, like persons who are always showing that they're doing what it takes. What kind of person would I be if I see all their effort and not try to guide that where I think it should be? But I'm chalking it up as I miss the long guys. I'm not going to torture myself hoping for retracement when the buy side objective I think we're going to reach for is much higher. What I will say is, remember, this is the mitigation price level. Not exactly, but close enough for government work. If this is the mitigation price level, you want to see the market get above that. That's what I'm looking for. So now it's all about what is the best way to go about doing this. So if you are trading, first of all, M4, we're looking for closes above here, followed by retracement. If it retraces before it closes above here, you want breakaway gaps here, big FEGs. And then it should be beautiful. If it gets here, right, it is worth saying, if it gets here and it's not displaying things that look bullish, then they're probably not going to run that today. They're going to keep the daily close below that level, and then tomorrow is just wild. Which sets up Asian be nice to play. But then there's news all the way in the evening. Not that. Let's see what the day closes. Like, I'm not going to try to read too far ahead. Let's see what the day closes. But we want the day to close below here. And that makes us really like it to move. So, you see all that mixed analysis there is what I'm using to say, you know, I don't think I can still try to get anything because I want the day to close below here to show that it's heavy. And I want the buy side run to get taken. So that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to go cry about my 66. Did it get to 66? My almost 100 points that I gave up. So if you ever see me be risked, then that's why.
I was curious as to why you didn't take that biz card.
M1?
Was it because you just weren't you were waiting for that mitigation level and you didn't see it as the enough range?
So,
or must you always be in the bottom of the wick?
So here's the simple truth. My risk appetite is enormous. I will size in heavy here with no stop loss because I trust that this is the low of the day. If I can't apply that trust anywhere else, I don't feel like it's worth my time. Because then it's me trying to trade and not me trying to trade my analysis. And I'm nothing if not my rules. So yeah, that's why I was actually, while I'm talking, I'm watching this saying, any moment now, it's gonna get there. I'm not gonna. But then the more, it starts to look like this, the more I'm thinking, 40 points is 40 points.
Yeah, and I was thinking of the one below you, right? That BPR. So so I was thinking you might have gotten long. I was thinking of even adding right there. Yeah.
So to be honest, when this closes here, I'm thinking about reclaiming this order block here. So I actually wanted to buy. I 100% wanted to buy. But I don't remember if I was talking or something. Something just said leave it alone, and I just left it alone. Or maybe I was waiting for an M4 to close. I don't know. No, there's nothing.
No reason not to.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason why I should not be in this long. I literally closed here. I would have won that argument. When I said I want to argue that this is the low of the day, yeah, I would have won. But no big deal. My process is correct. My process is intact. I cut because of risk, which is never a bad thing. Never a bad thing to cut the trade because the risk feels elevated. So I'm not mad about it. I'm just mad that, you know, it ran that much without me. But yeah. I'm going to take a walk here. Not outside, just around the house, check on the kids. And I will see you tomorrow, guys. Same time, same place. Don't go giving your money back. Got 64. How can I be mad if so many persons got it and they're chilling? Can't be mad.
Thanks,
Can't be
Steve.
mad. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Same time, same place tomorrow.
Much love. Bless, brother.
Lots of love. Lots of love.